Hey everyone, it's Mike here, and I just wanted to make a short video on this little HGLRC Thor 1 to 2S charger. I think it's about $13, and it can charge up to 4 packs, either 1 or 2S. So it's got some relevant specs on the back here. You can power it with an XT60, either through a 2 or 6S pack, or in my case I've got it plugged into a little power supply. Or you can also power it with an AC adapter, 7 to 25 volts. Actually, so something simple like this little AC adapter I got from Amazon will power it just fine. So that's pretty convenient if you want to use something like that. And also has a USB output, which I think goes up to 2 amps if you want to charge another phone or accessory through this. So the way it works is very simple. You've got little switches here, little dip switches, so you can switch between 4.2 volts or 4.35 high voltage. And you just take your 2S packs and plug them into the balance connectors, and it automatically starts charging. Now if I look over at the power supply, it looks like it's charging at about 0.3 of an amp, so well under 1C, so nothing dangerous going on there. Don't have to worry about it putting too much current into the batteries. I've got another one plugged in, now it's up to 0.6 of an amp, and now we'll plug in some 1S packs. The only thing you can't do is you can't plug in 2S and a 1S on the same port, just one battery on each port. So here's a little old 1S. And I've got one more. Now you might notice that this has PH2 connectors for the 1S batteries, and that's probably kind of becoming to be kind of an outdated connector, but also the new 1S connector standard really hasn't been settled yet. There's BT2, GNB27, and now A30. So I think what might be a good idea if you want to use something like this with your batteries is get a set of these connectors. I think I got these from Amazon, and you can just make up your own adapters based on what is your predominant battery connector for 1S. So I have GNB27 packs, so I have made a few of these little adapters. So I just plug that in there. Now we'll plug in this battery. And so there we got 4 packs going, and on the power supply it looks like it's 1.3 amps, so a little bit less than half an amp for each of the 4 packs. And then when it's finished, it'll stop charging. And one thing I found is that when it comes to 4.2 volts, it tends to charge the batteries just a tiny bit over that, maybe 4.25 volts. But I don't think it'll damage the batteries at that slightly higher voltage. And also the packs were quite well balanced when it came off the charger, so it does charge each of the cells to a pretty similar degree, so that's good. And when I charged up to 4.35 volts, it was very close to 4.35 when I pulled them off there. So I think that's fine. So this is nice and simple, no fan, doesn't make any noise. Also, it doesn't have any kind of storage or discharge modes, just a very straightforward basic charger. I think it works pretty well, and that's it for this one, and see you next time.